Hello YouTube friends and welcome to my channel. In this video I would like to share with you another Twosun knife, and this is the TS169. So this is a night morning design, so well established, well known in-house designer for Twosun. So majority of the knife that were produced by Twosun are designed by this gentleman. So like all Twosun knives, this also will be coming in a plastic bag and doused in oil to be protected, and so you have to clean it with some rubbing alcohol or detergent just to make it presentable and useful. So the 169 is a predominantly, should I say only option is a flipper, but you can also use it as a two-hand affair. The main, sorry about that, and it's sometimes a little bit hard to open it with the gloves if you have a really small flipper tab here. So keep in mind that the design was probably to have a really symmetrical, so flat knife with as little poking out from the side as possible. So therefore the smaller flipper tab. So the specifications are: we have a oil length of 21.4 centimeters or 8.43 inches. The blade length is 9 centimeters or 3.54 inches. The handle length is 12.6 centimeters or 4.72 inches. The blade thickness is 3.6 millimeters or 0.14 inch. And the blade is made out of 14C28N, but there is also an option with M390. There are the night morning design logo there and the blade material specification and a nice Twosun logo there. So it has a full flat grind, as you can see here, with which looks like a modified clip point. So this would classify as a drop point, but because this part is flat, almost like a buoy style grind, so I will call it modified clip point. Okay, so I hope nobody has a problem with that. Okay, the blade has a Satin CNC machine finished, like probably the majority of Twosun knives have. We have a TC4 Titanium alloy body, so that is a frame lock with a presentation scale, with steel hardware, pivot and screws. It has a really nicely designed, so spoon-like pocket clip, which is not reversible. Even they applied two, so the presentation side have two pivot screws, so they did go for a symmetrical design right there. The lock engagement is what I say, really early, around maybe 15%. Smooth closing, it lies on KVT ceramic ball bearings, and here's the centering. So the quality control on the Twosun knives is really high. I must stress that. Every time I get one, they are perfectly made. which is not a light, or should I say light? No, it's not easy to always be spot on. So maybe if you have experience with Twosun, then leave me a comment if it is good or bad. But I got a few dozens of them and there was no problem with the finish. Some had some design issues, and maybe yeah, with all those bad pocket clips, but yeah, that is another video maybe I should make. The weight of the knife is 28 grams or 3.46 ounces. So this is really nice and light. Okay, let me show the pocket profile, like I always like to do. So this spoon-like or 3D milled pocket clip is excellent for inserting the knife inside your pocket. You will have no problem and a little stress to the fabric, which is always good to see. It will not shred your pocket, and also has a nice sound. Okay, let me show you some size comparisons. So firstly, I have here the Twosun 111. Really, in my opinion, an excellent knife. And a Kershaw Skyline, Spyderco Endura 4, a large Griptilian, and Buck Sprint Pro, Buck Vantage Pro, Strider SNG, Two Knives Bruiser, and long time not see featured in my channel, the Bird Caracara from Spyderco. Okay, so the price wise, we are looking at a price point of $69 directly. This is the price for the 14C28N, like you see here on the table. Like I mentioned, there is also a higher end variant with M390. Like nowadays, Twosun is usually due. With that one, you are looking at around 150. So a little bit more expensive, so more than double the price. But if you like that steel, then you can go for it. Like I usually say, also go on eBay, check out the pricing, do your homework. Maybe you can find it even cheaper. Do not pay every time the full price, because really you don't have to. If you are doing some homework, you can save a lot of money. Okay, so be conscious about that. And this is probably everything I would like to share with you in this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. I try to respond as soon as I can. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. If you are not, then please consider subscribing. I try to release at least 3 videos per week, mostly knife and gear oriented, but sometimes also hobby stuff and watches and so on. Okay, so I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.